in and clear and destroy and disrupt any strongholds in this area. Came out in a platoon formation. As soon as we came over this crest,
got your six. Assault team, grab the objective and get into extract. Over.
I'm out.
I'm out. Reloading. Got your six. Move up.
Lector.
I'm running low.
Got your six. Assault team, grab the objective and get it to extract. Over. Got your six. Move up. Got your six. PID down. Got your six. Move up. Got your six. Assault team, grab the objective and get it to extract. Over. Got your six. Move up. PID down. Covering him. Got your six. Assault team, grab the objective and get it to extract. Over.
The Decisive Action Training environment at the Joint Readiness Training Center has many different components. One of the most important is the opposing force, or op force.
Covering. Grab the objective and get it to extract door. Securing X-ray. Got your six. Got your six. Move up. Cover me. Reloading.
Founded in 1983, today's aviation branch operates some of the most technically sophisticated and battle-tested airframes in the world. Aviation units provide accurate and timely combat information on the enemy, terrain, local populations, and friendly forces, as well as reaction time and maneuver space. Army aviation assets also destroy, defeat, or disrupt enemy forces, air assault ground maneuver forces, air move personnel, equipment, and supplies, evacuate wounded and recover isolated personnel, and enable mission command over extended ranges and complex terrain.
Army professionals learn, internalize, and practice the Army ethic as the foundation of their devotion to duty and ethical conduct in the defense of and service to the nation.
Devotion to duty is consistent with the Army ethic because at every touch point and every interaction, it has to be an ethical decision.
When we joined our Army, whether we took an oath as a military member or as a civilian member, we made a pledge that we were going to provide honorable service, that we were going to do our best every single day for our nation.
I just believe in the program because of what it does for soldiers. You know, many of our soldiers had never been in fist fights or in physical confrontation before. Now we're sending them into combat theaters. They're isolated, they're on their own, and this just gives them another way of handling things in a non-lethal manner. We constantly go to the range to shoot and hone those skills. This is another means, you know, of bringing the fight to the enemy right here.
There you go. Use that full phone. Okay.
The skill level of a lot of our soldiers is so incredibly high.
Your second firing task is going to be fire the rifle without moving it. This is done through proper trigger control, but we teach one thing here: smooth. No matter the speed at which I engage a trigger, it's always going to be smooth. Imagine trying to pull the trigger straight through the rear of the buttstock, holding it to the rear while the gun recoils. It's very important that you constantly keep your finger on the trigger, holding it to the rear as the gun recoils.
On the morning of October 3rd, 2009, near Kamdesh, Afghanistan, combat outpost Keating came under attack by an estimated 300 enemy fighters. Staff Sergeant Clinton Romeshay awoke to a barrage of fire from all four sides of the complex. Ignoring intense enemy fire, Romeshay and an assistant gunner took out an enemy machine gun team, and while engaging a second, he was hit by shrapnel from an RPG. Ignoring his wounds, Romeshay assembled a five-man team and returned to the fight. With no regard for his own safety, he led the team through the outpost, eliminating multiple enemy targets, and directing air support that destroyed over 30 enemy fighters, allowing Bravo Troop to secure the outpost. On February 11, 2013, Staff Sergeant Clinton L. Romeshay was awarded the Medal of Honor for his bravery and acts of gallantry above and beyond the call of duty.
primary thing for doing this. But I guess we have some good instructors. I think you guys are going to be going with Joe Jones and John Ewald. Going to have a lot of fun today, 13,500 feet. Is there anybody you'd like to say hi to before we go up there?
Parents, friends, family.
Mom, Dad,
Hi,
friends,
thank you.
brother, sister.
Hope we come back down safe.
Outstanding. Hey, we're going to have a lot of fun today. We'll see you guys on the airplane.
Sounds good.
Let's talk about the most common sights and optics you're going to see in the Army. First, on the M4, the backup iron sight. The front sight. Every click will adjust you 1 3/4 minute of angle. Pay attention on the sight as it provides you an arrow to show which way is up. Realize that all movements on any Army optic move bullet impact. Next, the M68 CCO. It's a red dot sight, making it pretty suitable for close range engagements. However, when going further, it's not much better than iron sights. It has a simple on-off switch, windage and elevation adjustments. Next, the ACOG. It's a 4-power optic, allowing magnification. This allows you to see threats at further distances and get positive identification of them. It provides a ballistically calibrated reticle.
The military working dog handler, 31 Kilo, teams dog and man's together. Man's best friend and a bad guy's worst enemy. Ha ha ha, release the dog! Here
he comes.
Deployed, handlers and their military working dogs go wherever the fight takes them, reporting to all types of combat support operations. One of the most important jobs for military working dogs is route clearing. Deployed units often call in a handler and their military working dog to detect explosives invisible to the naked eye. Thousands of lives have been saved by military working dogs sniffing out improvised explosive devices, or IEDs, before they detonate.
My name is Second Lieutenant Guster Cunningham IV. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I got my commission through ROTC at the University of Hawaii.
Use your big boy pants, Rangers. Let's go.
The reason why I came to Ranger School was just to challenge myself, find out my weaknesses, find out my strengths, gain that leadership.
Continue to walk straight through. Go.
I mean, the fears, I guess, walking across that 34-foot tower across the beam. That 75-foot tower over there is called the Slide for Life. And when you look down, it's a long distance, but you just gotta execute and just go.
I have one operational tank. Request immediate assistance, over.
What might look like a computer game is actually the simulation of the 1st Platoon or Red 1 under a fierce attack of enemy forces.
500 meters.
For the first time, students of the Armor Officer Leader Course, or ABOLIC, were tested on their leadership skills during a cognitive assessment inside a tank simulator. The lieutenants had to demonstrate how quickly they can make a decision and memorize numeric combinations under a lot of pressure.
It was more hectic on the headset than I thought it was going to be, because I heard about 10 people talking, so, you know, half of them talking to me, so I'm trying to make sure I respond to everybody.
1,300 meters.
It would have been a bad day if it was a combat situation.
That's why ABOLIC trains future leaders how to be faster and smarter before they go on deployments, so they can make better decisions on the battlefield.
Reset.
Raise your non-firing hand.